Hey guys, welcome back to No Recipe Required. Tonight I'm going to do a couple steaks. Absolutely delicious. I love doing steaks. One of the things I like to do to change it up, because frankly, filet, New York strips, they do get a bit repetitive, but you can be pretty creative. You can change up the sauce with what you're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do a cream peppercorn sauce today. Pretty classic, simple to do. So to make our peppercorn sauce, I just cooked off a couple steaks in this pan. I've got a fair amount of oil and butter left in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and dump this out, and then to remove the excess oil. Then we'll come back. The steaks are resting. We'll come back and make our sauce. Alright guys, so we're going to make a peppercorn sauce, cream peppercorn sauce for our steaks. I've just cooked some steaks off in this pan. I've got the fond on the bottom, you can see. I'm going to deglaze the pan with a little cognac or brandy works well. I'm going to go ahead. Now watch out for the flame. Like that. It's perfectly fine, perfectly normal, and you just got to stand back a little bit so you don't get caught off guard. And once it'll flame out like that, you want to give it a little scrape, get all that yummy bits off the bottom of the pan, and then let the alcohol reduce. I'm gonna let that get down. I probably put maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons in there. I'm gonna go ahead and add. We've got a peppercorn sauce, right? So I'm gonna add a good amount of fresh ground black pepper in there. And then I've also got some stock. Now I've got some beef stock that I homemade, but there's no reason you can't use a store-bought brand, or even frankly chicken stock if that's all you have here from the store. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my brandy as well, and let that reduce down a little bit to a bit thicker syrup. This is probably 1/3 to 1/2 of a cup. Turn the heat up, let that get down to, again, to a thick consistency. We'll add some cream, do some final seasonings, then we'll have our peppercorn sauce. So for our peppercorn sauce, we've got that cognac and beef stock mixture reduced at least by half. You can see it's thicker now. I don't know if you can pick out the essentially the line that we started reducing. It was about here. We're down to here, and you can see it's just got a much thicker, kind of syrupy, more syrupy texture to it. You should be able to see the pieces of peppercorn floating around in there. If not, you can absolutely go ahead, add a little bit more. Now, the sauce like that is a little bit intense. So what we do classically is actually thin it out with a little bit of cream. So I'm going to go ahead and add almost half, I'd say, of the liquid in there. Half to maybe 2/3 of what the liquid is in there. And then we're going to reduce it again by about half. And as that reduces, it's going to thicken up and form the consistency that we want for our steak. So as you're reducing down your cream sauce here, the peppercorn cream sauce, you're going to get all these bubbles. Totally normal. It's a little tough to tell the thickness while it's bubbling like that. So just go ahead, pull it off the flame, give it a little stir, and the bubbles will subside. And then you can get a truer measure of what the thickness looks like. I also like to scrape down the sides a little bit and incorporate that into the sauce. This looks just about done. All right, so I've got my peppercorn cream sauce finished. You want to get a nice consistency. Something that holds its texture like that when you run your finger across it. You want to make sure it tastes good and is well seasoned. I happen to cook a New York strip with it. You can go ahead and serve that peppercorn sauce right over the top. Do a nice little drizzle. Get a little on the plate. Serve this with obviously normal steak fixings or right on its own. It's all delicious. And I will see you next time on No Recipe Required.